the season. While no names were officially retired, some names were later removed. And these names are Gracie, Hannah, and Judith. Well, another storm, Buela, I think that's how you pronounce it, was developing. An unstable easterly wave was noted in the Caribbean Sea in mid-June. This wave would become Hurricane 3. It soon entered the Gulf and moved at a crawl, and then began moving northeastward. The storm formed as a tropical storm on 00 Zulu on the 18th. The storm originally exhibited some subtropical characteristics, including the large size of the circulation and the strongest winds being far away from the center. The storm moved rapidly northeastward and reached the Gulf Coast of Florida early on the 18th. The winds are 45 miles per hour. Landfall occurred near Clearwater on 08 Zulu. The storm rapidly crossed Florida and exited the same day between 11 to 12 Zulu. The storm rapidly intensified late on the 18th and as it acquired extratropical characteristics and reached hurricane intensity 0 Zulu on June 19th and transitioned to extratropical late in the day. The strong extratropical cyclone weakened slightly and plowed into Canada's maritime provinces. It produced large waves and wrecked the fishing industry. 35 people were killed between Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. A sharp tropical wave was located east on the Leeward Islands on September 18th. Ships indicate that no closed circulation existed at this time. The disturbance moved westward, yet aircraft still haven't found a closed circulation. The tropical wave continued westward, and just north of the eastern tip of Hispaniola, aircraft found a closed circulation. At 12 UTC, winds are estimated at 30 miles per hour, making this a TD. It was on the 20th, by the way. The northern coast of Hispaniola, moving west-northwest. Steering currents began breaking down late on the 21st. This period saw little to no intensification. The storm intensified to a TS 00 Zulu on the 22nd. Winds by 18 Zulu were 75 miles per hour, making this a Category 1 hurricane. Gracie moved slowly northwestward with little change of intensity. However, it is possible that Gracie did not gain hurricane intensity on the 22nd to 23rd. On the 24th, it weakened to a tropical storm and moved northwestward, then north. The storm remained a tropical storm and moved to the northeast and east on the 25th. Winds of 65 miles per hour are measured late on the 25th to the 26th. The storm re-intensified to a hurricane on the 27th at 00 Zulu, with a minimum central pressure of 997 millibars to the west-northwest, and continued to gain strength. The storm reached major hurricane status on 18Z on the 28th. Winds are about 125 miles per hour at 00 Zulu on the 29th, making it a high-end Category 3. Peak intensity later that day, with winds of 130 miles per hour, and made landfall at that intensity, despite what Wikipedia says, as it shows out-of-date info. How I know this is that both of the track maps in each of the Wikipedia articles are different from what the article says. And I researched this on the official sites. Its final pressure before landfall was 951 millibars. It made landfall close to Beaufort, South Carolina at 17 Zulu. Tropical cyclone on October 2nd. A quote from the publication A History of Storms on the South Carolina Coast by Leighton Wayne Jordan, Robert Dukes, and Ted Rosengarten of the South Carolina Sea Grant Consortium. On Foley Beach, 200 people rode out the hurricane, and all front row houses were damaged. Roads on the east side of the island were washed away. According to a Red Cross survey detailed in the publication, between Beaufort and Charleston, as inland as far as Walterboro, 48 homes were destroyed. 349 homes suffered major damage, and 4,115 storms suffered minor damage.